Alright. After suffering a crushing defeat where corruption of the Empire destroyed 53 drones of ours before they even got into combat via a bug that apparently had them removed from the game, we are going to need to rebuild some sort of force in the center systems here by Tengebrai. So let's see what happened this turn. Anything we need to launch? Yes. You are a satellite that requires a launching. Scroll, scroll, scroll. This planet is full. Right, I wanted to launch my constructed drones last turn, but alas, I didn't. Set to repeat build. All your drones there. Okay. New space dock build, we are going to certainly need those. Quantum engines 3 have been transferred, so I'm going to research quantum engines 4 now. Intelligence project got done, depleted some supplies in order for ship Gold Digger in the Eridani system. That's a refiner of his. Completing supply on this should not matter very much. Should have this one. You should have a resupply station on here or solar collectors on here. The Gold Digger. Not sure if it's rats or minerals, doesn't really matter. Another one. Here is digging all 3. Okay, we got an APB5 research, so now we're going to do Quantum Force and then we're going to do armor and shields. Ships ran into a asteroid belt. That is fine, it can just repair itself. You, sir, are going to be building a station of mining. Just build it like this. No, you're one of the small ones, but you have a repair ship coming after you, so you just build it the way you intended to build it. But I had already started constructing these via refit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new planets this turn. Seeing great new planet numbers there. You, sir, are going to be a research planet in 70 turns once you have finished converting your atmosphere to something a little bit more breathable than toxic oxygen. There you go. Already unpleasant. So queue up some secret police. We have Romulans on here, which do in fact have emotions that are affected by being shot if you're unhappy. You here are going to want much the same. Of course, you're already at the front lines, so you are going to have defenses. Vega, also an atmosphere converter. You are going to be a research planet at some point in the distant future. You're not going to have any pollution, but you can still benefit from the secret police that shoots you if you're unhappy. Another planet down here. Also bad values. You're going to be a research planet. You have enough population on there. Yes, you received migration. So recycle the Romulans. You're not killing the Romulans, you're recycling them. They're going to be Soylent Green. And you are also going to have the fences built. Yeah, whatever, build just one first, and then build the yards, and then build the rest. And then build forever many research centers. Ah, getting carpal tunnel syndrome or something, clicking this much. Alright, before we get into more, let's check the last planets. This Pelagia, let's go back to Vega. This one here, Methane, did not receive migration. The RAD's value is a little too low, is below our cutoff point, so therefore user are going to be another research or intelligence compound. You're a tiny world, so let's make you Intel. Be an IntelliCenter. Pleasant, but I can't actually queue 200 troops on there, so let's not. We'll just have that Intel Center. And a planet in Majoram, which I already gave orders to. Alright, research. Energy stream done, so let's finish the research here on the ECM. I wanted a level of sociology. Get a few more intel points. We could probably use a few more levels. I'm probably going to get a level of this for a few turns until it's up to level 3, 4, 5, something like that. And the remainder of my points I'm going to dump into armor. Getting some consolation from my ally here. I told him about the drones I lost last turn, and he told me that he or his brothers apparently ran into that very same issue before. It seems to be a thing that can happen when you recover and launch on the same turn. Yeah. I should not do that again. May well be that I've run into this in the past, but if something like this happened to me 10 years ago, I won't remember now. This game is not bug-free, and it's of course closed source by a relatively asshole company that is unlikely to ever release the source code. Alright. You're just refitting, you're going to be a new drone leader. You can stay there until you're repaired, and then you can catch up with the fleet. Actually, did we have a repair ship coming here? Antonio's ship, small, repair, yes. So just go towards the fleet. You can repair on the front line. Probably faster than on the planet too. The reinforcements for this. Alright. We do have vision on the E, right? The E fleet is still here on this world that they nuked, I'm pretty sure. So they're not trying to push into Rollo or beyond. Which is fine with me, because I would not have an easy time pushing them back right now. The Cantarans were camping this point, they had 2 battleships on there a couple turns ago. With these extra drones here, I might be able to push them off. I would need to do some simulations, and because you can't do simulations where you assault a jump point, I'm pretty sure you can add one, but I don't think you can have one side come through it. Especially not with separate drone groups. I will need to set up a test game for this, which is a bit of effort. Alright, but there was nothing else we need to do from our event log, right? Oh, of course. We're going to put points into quantum engines. I was thinking I'd forgotten something. There you go. Is removing the points in sociology going to lower this to 2 turns? No, it isn't. I mean, it requires 32k and I don't make 16k. There you go. Timer NI Quantum 4 ETA. 3 turns. 4 turns. To transfer to you. My ally is currently researching interdimensional technology and interdimensional weapons, so I'm not really getting any transfers from him. He's just getting all the transfers from stuff I research. And he's getting shield implosion, which is a ruins tech. I don't think I have unlocked. One of the more useful ruins technologies because it instantly removes the enemy's shields. Alright, what are you going to do? You are going to build a mining station. Something new we have not seen today yet, a mining station. Alright. That's one's orders. You're probably going to need to stay there for a couple turns more. You are fully repaired. You are fully repaired. It's the one on a home world here, on home system. It's not fully repaired. So you just stay there for a little longer, please. You are building a refiner in that place without e-build or anything. There's a world here that has finished constructing its things. Please launch your drones. Thank you. You, please launch your drones. We're building warships now anyway. Anybody else who wants to launch some drones? The homeworld should build more battleships, that's what they should. But before we do that, we should upgrade their technology. Briefly check yet again. Any meaningful upgrades from Quantum 3s that we should implement right away? Light carriers, more freighters, drones. Yes, we should implement drones, but we're going to need a Quantum Force again anyway. Alright. The Deridex. I'm not going to refit anything that is currently A4 to A5, but we can replace some of these engines with the ship getting slower. Was it 2? Yeah, the limit was 2. Okay. I don't need to retouch them all anyway, right? No, just leave it this. This and now level 5 APVs with 120 range heavy mounted instead of 110. This is the old design, level 4, 110 range. Level 5, 120 range. Any Diderix 4 that have not yet started construction, of which there are none, be replaced with Q items for Diderix 5. And then build that on a homeworld, please. Okay. Drones. You can just do a straight upgrade here. The only thing that gets upgraded is the engines and the ECM. ECM just goes up by 5%, that's not very impactful. Great queues, anything to Pius 6. We had some of those queued on our tiny planets, so a few of them are affected by that. These should of course be upgradulated. Not that we're building any of these cloaking drones. Luminaires, the small ones, should be upgraded. I don't think we're building any more of them right now as well. But they all go to scouting drone, the Neros. I don't think we're going to be building any more of those. We should still keep the design up to date. These don't get any faster with Quantum 2s, right? Get a bit more supply, whatever. We don't really use fighters, so it doesn't matter. They use different engines. And these use guns that are now going to be a longer ranged. Also 110 range now. The large mounts. Okay. Anything that is currently building you should upgrade to the new design. There we go. The others are not affected by this. Actually, the defense control net could get an ECM number 5. Sure. Easy enough to just hit the button. You don't have anything that should get upgraded. Alright. Let's technology updates. Now let's queue more ships. Let's go to Warpoint 2 in the Tex Rec system. And then we can later decide if you should go towards that front or that front. Waiter, more warships, please. Oh yeah, you just finished building a couple drones. Not some more. Anybody else that needs drones launched here? Yes, you want some drones launched. Okay, okay. You building more? Yes, you are building more. Yeah, you're also one of those kinds of people that are building them on repeat. Surely you are as well. Surely you are as well. I'm going to go through my list later and change it anyway. Yeah, didn't even get halfway onto that drone. With the slow build here. It's probably worth it having the atmosphere convert a couple times faster rather than getting an extra 2 drones out or what. You are building a large repair ship for that place, which rather desperately needs it, I guess. You are going to need to replace the under construction order. You don't have shipyards. Also, please launch drones. Launch drones. Change that. Launch drones. Okay, I'm just at this point. I'm just going to go through my entire empire like this. Launch drones. Then I don't need to go through the list later. Replacing all the Pius 5 by Pius 4 this way. You are going to queue another Derridex. By the way, just queue one as well before I don't stumble across you next turn. I need to upgrade them. I'm using the upgrade button in the design screen anyway. Launch drones. So building drones, productive fast system. We go. Any more drones to be launched up here? Yes, there were. You had drones launched, you had drones launched, you did not have drones, you had mines. Question is when am I gonna get a minesweeper up there again? Then did we discover anything on the edges of the system here? No, we did not. Okay, this is taking long enough for me to go and reset the speed up to high. Very high, very high. Okay, Mr. Luminaire, survey the system. And after that, you can go here. Did anything come through this wormhole? No, it didn't. See anything in this turn or last turn? No, we didn't. You guys stay where you are. In fact, just sentry. That way I don't have to re-give you orders every turn. You sentry and you go down there. Survey the remainder of the system. Maybe we'll find a Sanic that is snuck in here. Yes, you're one of these cloak ships that we did not want to present to the enemy yet, although this or next turn the cloaked allied drone group should arrive in the Guacom system. And then the secret is out and we can use these cloaked scouts and cloaked units more aggressively. Not that I have very many. I have the drone that I didn't launch and 2 scouts, that's it. You are just going to stay there. Are any of you going to finish? Yes, you are going to finish something. Do we build yet another yard? I do need yet another yard, that's a thing. Okay, now for that you can start building a resupply depot. At this point I'm starting to wonder, components factory, I think they're just a 5% increase and we would gain much more by getting quantum engines and ship technology right now. Alright, what do we have here? Subject gas 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here for that hydrogen place, we have volume. Okay. And you want orders. How about you just start building Deridex as well? I was also playing with the idea of building yard ships here. To both supplement the yard stations and to build like mines or some other stuff near the front line. Nearer the front line anyway. As you're building a Deridex 4 that queued last turn. But you would take just as long to build one of those now, so do that. I have the resources to spare. Social Rock 3 for this methane work down there. Do not load pop, please. You're still building a couple. You're still busy, and you are still going to be busy for a few more turns. Space, temperature 8, 8. Go there. You do not have pop loaded. I'll make this for this one. What else do we have queued here? Ice volume 9. This is a red planet. The volume should go here and the non-volume should go here. Oh wait, gas is volume, this is right. There's an ice non-volume and an ice volume queued. But the volume is for here and the non-volume is for there, I see. You receive migration. The question is, what's rock world? There's a gas for there. You're not building anything for that rock world. You're not. Let's build me a rock 3 then. No volume. But now we just have all those designs on tab. Okay. You building anything? No. Temperature is 10. You are to go down. This system is entirely colonized now, is it? Really? Already? Like we're up so soon. Yeah, this is rock, ice, and gas. Give it back to that place. Ice there. What would you be loading? Hydrogen, yeah, you can load that. You don't have volume, you're only on like 4 units anyway. What do we have here? 10 drones in this place. I think they're the only drones I ever sent here, honestly. Have I just launched a cloaked drone into this one? You're a Pyoscope. Stay where you are for now, so the drone can launch into you. You are a Luminaire that was scouting the edges of these systems, no doubt. I want you to go next to that war point because we really have quite a few, or quite enough scouting drones in here right now. Ally is informing me that he's switching intel targets. He's shooting for the Eee Consortium now. He's spending 40% of his points into sabotage on them. Yes. Here's the intel points I'm spending on your probe attack. Okay. Essential gas and essential ice. They both get built here at the same time. Now that the slow build is over, and the space yard 7 is getting increased by 57% population among this planet. It goes quite fast. It's unpleasant. I should definitely build troops here. Might actually consider building real troops. Let's see how long that would take. 200 small real troops would take 8 turns, whereas 200 not real troops would take not that long. I'll put them for the upgrades. Okay, establish ice. I'm okay with that. You are the ice planet that we was talking about. You do not need to load pop. We can just have hydrogen breathing Romulans on there. Gas, you do not need to load pop either because we just want to have hydrogen breathing Romulans on there. We just need a colony for this one. I think we're building colonizers for them up here, right? No, you are building a yard, not a yard, a mine layer to collect these mines that are on here. Then you just need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rock. So you're not, you can be a volume. Nice rock volume 7. Establish on that ice. And then for the system, I think we already give an order for this place. I think that's the one we built here. For that world, or whatever. So we already sent something towards here. So we're going to need a gas, rock, ice, gas, ice. 2 gas, 2 ice, a rock. Do you have a shipyard? Yes, you do. 2 gas, 2 ice, a rock. Should any of you be volume or not? So you just queue the ice. You can be volume. On the green planet. Ice volume 11 is the most expensive kind of colonizer we have on tap. The other 2 planets are red. That's the only green planet in here. Alright. And these will build 2 each. Well, like 2 gas. And a rock and an ice. There you go. Keeping those new planet numbers up. What are we up to now? 98. Going to crack 3 digits next turn. Right, let's look at the rest of the stats. Yeah, the 3 other empires that are of great significance are up to 150k resources on their own. E up to 12k research, 2k intelligence points. They're not that far behind me. They're doing it on 2/3 of the planets, but of course I'm still actually filling up many of these. Looking at the graphs. Scores are there. Took a little bit of a dip. Resources. Research. Vigilance. I plateaued for a while. I built another intel world again. And tech levels. The Cantarans do not actually have intelligence sharing with the others yet. Interesting. I figured them saying and announcing that they are going to give up their neutrality, or whatever semblance they had of it, and joining the Federation, the United Blades Federation, meant that they were going to do tech sharing with them as well, but alas, it does not appear that way. All the better for me if they're not fully allied. Our own own tech levels are rising steadily. That's good. They've been rising a little bit higher in numbers recently because I've done these very cheap cultural technologies. Number of technologies is just not a very good measure. But as it turns out, into the score, it actually does not just put these values that are listed here. It considers how expensive the technologies are that you have, how much facility points you can put on each of these planets, how expensive the units were that you built. So all these empty troops are not going to give me very much score in actuality. Although, to know this, you really have to actually dig into the data of the definitions of the mod itself, or you have to go ask it in the chat where we talk about it. So the score is a little bit smarter than it looks, even though yes, it's still a very limited comparison of empires. All right, winning space. Nothing else wants orders anymore. Let's go look at the queue list. 2 planets want orders. Majoram 2A. You. What are you? Mining world. With ambitions to one day receive monoliths. How about you start construction on drones and never stop? The other world shall be Vendran 1. You there. You've finished your construction, building an Atmo plant. A bunch of happy Romulans on there. Why don't you build sad empty troops to fill the emptiness in your hearts? And then in 5 turns we can talk. You know, still building things? Yes. I was going through my empire and launching drones everywhere. I'm going to go through it manually and launch them more, because if I went through the list now, I would already have launched half of them right there. They're already set to launch. Secret police. You have a couple drones. You're building these on order. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done it that way. Maybe I should have queued them up individually, because then I have to unqueue that stack of 9 or a stack of 5 drones. Alright, next world, next system. Nobody here has drones, they're all pretty fresh colonies. Where we talked to this system, there's nothing in here. Make your way a little bit shorter. There you go. Micro optimization for your pathing. Pretty much the same for you. Yeah, very much getting past the influence of this warp point, so it's fine. Anybody in here building drones that they want to launch or replace the type of drone they're building? No, there was just a cloaky drone here, which is a special case. You are fresh world anyway. You were doing mine things. And you are a special case because you're homeworld and nobody else has really started building anything yet. How about in here? You were building like 500 loins of you, and you are all building different things as well. There might be a struggling drone, a straggler. Some of these worlds might, but isn't. Okay. Look at the list yet again. That ship is moving. There is still stuff in the Delphon system. Right, there was this one world here. It's going to be the first to actually convert Atmo. Launch drone. Ooh. My ally is just showing me here some screenshots here of him attacking the Gurak homeworld. He's not gonna reach it in 2 turns. In 3 turns, that's going to be the battle. Nice. 3 turns until the sneak attack upon my homeworld. Okay. Well, it's Diftar. Somebody here is building outdated drones. Not you. Launching. We might be out building outdated drones here. You could launch some drones. If I hit V for view orders, I'm not seeing any orders. Which means you don't have any. You here, hidden behind that other world. There, launch drones. Alright. Check the build queue again. All of piles that are just queued. Yeah, there's some of these piles 4 stacks. Check spec A3. Also remember to replace that. That's not the case with you. You never had any to begin with. You there. Right, I'm not going to launch your drones because you're still building these up to your capacity. Okay. It's a little bit problematic that the drones I'm building have different speeds. These are going to be 9 speed, the ones I'm building have 11 base speed. And the Quantum 4 ones are going to have 12 base speed. Which means they might move apart if they have to move a long ways before the start of a battle, so suboptimal, but I'd rather have more faster drones now. Oh god, I'm down to 9k minerals in the hole. I think it's all these Atmo converters I'm building. They cost 3k mineral organics each. I'm going to offer my ally another trade. Okay. Anything else? It's like 25 turns. A bit funny. No, I think that's it. Screenshot this for the consumption of melee. And trade. We're importing food. Okay. I also contacted the Slurpee Raiders between turns. They didn't really get back to me yet, but I sent them a big long thing, yeah, in character about me contacting them as informants and what they were going to do with their betrayal. That I wanted to betray the Gulag, get revenge on them for, I guess, early game confrontations. But mostly I was trying to ask them how we can finance their defense, because I've talked about this a couple times. They are surrounded entirely and utterly by their current allies and future enemies. So we want to build them up a little bit, finance a few extra warships, finance a few extra weapons platform, that kind of thing. I'm going to give them another 5 or 10% tariffs or something. Either that, or I give them a gift each turn, as long as they think it won't be detected. And then I'm just asking how his general plan for the game, when he wants to do that, if he wants to build up something specific, if he should prepare something, come up with a plan for something that we should do if he gets found out and gets attacked without him being ready. Like just, I don't know, some warships ready in his systems, ready to receive our technology and refit to something to counter them right away. Something like that. It's kind of a deal I wanted to make with him. Okay. Let's appeared for this turn. This time we did actually launch all our drones. So very disappointed that all our drones here got lost in space. Or lost in the atmosphere. Of course they were launching and landing at the same time. I don't think there's anything else to do. We check the logs, intelligence. I'm going to keep that on sabotage for another turn. Maybe I'll switch it back to Empire then. Mm. Yep, that's it. String theory safe. Next time.